Schwanima transition sound. Hey guys, how are we doing today? I thought I'd bring you another video about how I'm planning on getting my money back for the 100 mil from scratch series. Here you can see me going the wrong way. I decided that this time I was going to try a different method, one that more people can approach to. And I did a method that a lot of people used to do, but then bots decided to take over and completely ruin the market. So I'm actually doing white berries. White berries are a decent amount of money, definitely better than spinning flax and stuff. White berries can yield in around 300k per hour, as you will see. White berries should be a lot more than that, though. Back then in the day, a long time ago, before bots completely nuked the price of white berries used to be around 1.2k each, and an entire inventory full of it without familiar would equal around 50k. So that used to be amazing money, but nowadays, an entire trip takes around 7 minutes, and that's for me to fill up my Terror Bird and stuff, and it only comes up to around 27k, so it's a little bit disappointing. So you can see me just running back and forth to the Red Dragon area. I'm not quite sure what it's called entirely, but you can see how to get there from here. You're probably wondering why I have a dragon hatchet. Now the reason why is because to get there I use a wake. I create a wake from the logs that you can build, and you could use a bronze hatchet in order to I guess if you don't want to risk anything, you could use a bronze hatchet that you can put into your tool belt. But when it comes to time per hour, I decided that the dragon hatchet was definitely necessary because it chops down the canoe much faster. So each trip here is taking me around 7 minutes, and I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I absolutely hate doing white berries, but I thought it was decent money at the time, so I decided I was going to do a video of it. You are not allowed to teleport out of level 20 wild with one of these normal size teleports, but inside of inside of the Corporal Beast cave, you are allowed to teleport. Of course, it'd be kind of rude if you couldn't. So what you can, and the Corporal Beast teleport is actually just south of where the white berries are. So what I decided to do is, after I've got an entire full inventory full of white berries, I just go ahead over to the Corporal Beast's cave and teleport from there. You can see that I have a chaotic longsword inside of my inventory, and the reason for that is because while testing this method, I decided I was going to do one test run just to see if I have everything down before doing a YouTube run. I decided I was going to test it, and during that one run, just that one single run, I ended up getting PK'd, and it was quite frustrating because it was by like a dragon dagger, one item smiter, so I was a little bit frustrated to die to that. I have an entire tab here, and I'm going to be showing you two methods to use and to do this method efficiently. This is efficiently my favorite method, and there are only a few requirements, and that's, I believe, 52 wood cutting. Don't quote me on that. To make a wake is needed. You cannot just simply make like a log canoe or something like that. You do need a wake in order to travel you all the way over to the wilderness. A decent agility level is advised, so you can keep your run energy up longer, but as you can see, every so often I'm bringing a energy potion so I can run there. A Terror Bird is definitely recommended. It's not needed, but definitely recommended to max out your cash per hour. Also, it'd be better if you had a yak or something like that, but banking with a yak using the scrolls would not be recommended, as you'd be losing a lot of money and barely really gaining any. So using a yak just for a Beast of Burden would be just as fine. So, the second method is slightly more costly, but I have to say that this is my personal favorite method just because it's slightly more fun. And here you can see I was around 30 minutes into the video, and I made just around 150k. So that's around 300k an hour. I have to say I'm not proud of that at all because it's a lot of work for just 300k an hour, and I quite frankly hate going into the wilderness. So here's the second method that I'm using. It's telegrab. Now this is the method that most of the bots used. Now I have to put a little quote caution out there that you don't want to bring all your law runes. If you bring around like 1,000 or 2,000 law runes or something along the lines of that, you could just possibly get PK'd. So you really have to look out for that. because on my first run that I was doing this, I was doing it with the telegrab. So I did get PK'd for around 200 law runes. Don't worry, I'm okay. You can also see that I'm bringing along a dragon hatchet. I mean, I'm a failure. Pineapple pizza. That's just in case any PKers come, of course. There are a couple of runs where I just decided not to bring it to, save 400 GP of the cost of the pineapple pizza. Throughout this entire run, thankfully, I didn't run into any PKers, though. I guess they're not that common. I guess the first time I did it, I was just frankly unlucky. So for this cast, I believe all you really need is law runes and air runes. So what I decided to do, instead of using a Baroque teleport tab, I just bring fire runes. Since I'm already bringing air runes and I'm already bringing law runes, all I really need left over is fire runes. So I decided to bring those to save a little bit of money and get a little bit of magic experience. Something pretty interesting, though, I have to say about this is that telegrabbing the grapes, or whatever the berries, is slightly awkward because the timing is pretty much almost impossible to master, like something along the line of snake grass. I personally love snake grass. I have a video of how to collect snake grass on my channel and stuff, so go ahead and check that out. I love snake grass because you can make so much money from that, around I'm gonna say 700 to 800k. I made around 800k per hour. So snake grass is definitely way higher recommended than something along the lines of this. I personally hate doing white berries. Usually within these videos, I do last each video for around 2 hours, and I test them both for 2 hours. But I just personally hate white berries so much that I decided I was just going to only do it for an hour and test both methods for 30 minutes each. That wasn't my original plan, but that's what I decided on doing anyways. So if you're a lower level player, this has almost no requirement. This pretty much doesn't have any requirements. It is possible to be done without any requirements whatsoever, because you can run straight from Edgeville all the way over to the Red Dragon area. All you would really need is an anti-dragon shield. Maybe energy potions would be advised. Just run straight in, collect a few, and then run back if you like. That would also be good. So if you have absolutely no requirements or any levels whatsoever, let's say you're a skiller or such, a skiller that just started off, then in that case you could pretty much just come here. I guess then it would be highly recommended. But if you've got the magic level and you've done Lunar Diplomacy, then I highly recommend just going to Snape Grass, or if you've got the combat stats, go over to Green Dragons for a little while, because I do not recommend white berries for money as of the moment anyways. At least not until the white berry price goes up a little bit. At the moment, white berries, when I was making this video, were at 822 GP each. So in a way, I guess you can kind of think of it as picking up piles of 802 GP each. But once again, when it comes to something along the lines of Snape Grass spawn is much faster, everything goes much faster, and the price for Snape Grass is slightly higher than the price for white berries. So I have to say Snape Grass is an all-over plus win when it comes to this money-making method. So thank you so much for watching. As you can see here, I just finished up with the first hour. I made around 200 and just around 800k. Oh my god, 800k, I'm a failure. Just around 300k. And the Grand Exchange decided not to sell me anything. White berries would not sell at all, so just keeping that in mind, as Snape Grass did sell. So thank you for watching, have an amazing day, and I'm going to leave you to my normal outro as usual. Bye! Also, just throwing it in there, if you're a free-to-play player, I am coming out with a free-to-play money-making guide tomorrow.